The T-66 tank was one of the most interesting experimental armored vehicles developed during the mid-20th century by the United States military, representing a crucial step in the evolution of American tank design. The T-66 project was intended to create a new generation of medium tanks capable of outperforming earlier models in firepower, mobility, and protection. Designed in the 1940s, it emerged from the U.S. Army's desire to develop a more advanced fighting vehicle after learning hard lessons from World War II. The T-66 was an experimental platform designed to test new suspension systems, gun types, and armor configurations that could later influence future main battle tanks. Although it never went into mass production, its engineering design and field trials contributed to the development of later models like the M26 Pershing and the M46 Patton. At the heart of the T-66 project was the concept of improving mobility without sacrificing armor protection. Engineers experimented with a torsion bar suspension system to enhance off-road capability, allowing the tank to traverse rough terrain more smoothly than earlier American tanks. The T-66 also featured a lighter but strong cast steel hull, offering better resistance to projectiles while reducing overall weight. Power came from a gasoline engine that provided enough horsepower to push the tank to respectable speeds for its size. The turret design was another major innovation, emphasizing a rounded shape to better deflect enemy fire. The T-66 mounted a 90mm gun, giving it formidable firepower capable of engaging heavily armored enemy vehicles at long range. American designers intended the T-66 to test different combinations of components and structural layouts, making it more of a technology demonstrator than a frontline combat vehicle. Several prototypes were built for testing, and each incorporated changes based on performance evaluations. These trials revealed valuable data about engine performance, transmission reliability, and the effectiveness of suspension under combat conditions. One of the biggest achievements of the T-66 was proving that a tank could maintain excellent maneuverability even with heavy armor. This lesson shaped the future of American tank doctrine, emphasizing mobility as a key element of battlefield success. In terms of design philosophy, the T-66 represented the transition between World War II-era tanks and the post-war generation of main battle tanks. It combined lessons learned from German and Soviet armor, integrating them into a distinctly American design approach. Engineers sought to balance the iron triangle of mobility, protection, and firepower. While the tank's engine sometimes struggled with overheating issues, and maintenance requirements were high, these flaws were acceptable for a prototype designed mainly for experimentation. Its gun performance, however, was exceptional, giving U.S. forces valuable insight into what future anti-tank weapons needed to achieve. Although the T-66 never entered production, its design influenced later vehicles in both direct and indirect ways. Many features tested on the T-66 found their way into the M46 and M47 Patton tanks, which became key assets for U.S. and Allied forces during the early Cold War period. The T-66's use of sloped armor improved survivability and inspired further research into composite armor materials. The testing program also helped engineers understand how to improve fuel efficiency and reduce mechanical breakdowns under combat stress. The experience gained from the T-66's experimental phase helped American designers move away from the heavy, cumbersome designs of World War II toward more modern, agile tank concepts. During its short operational testing life, the T-66 was praised by military evaluators for its innovative turret rotation system and smooth gun stabilization, which increased accuracy on the move. Crews found it easier to control compared to earlier tanks, and the interior layout was more ergonomic, allowing faster reloading and better communication between crew members.